I'm Matt Kaiser. This is my review of Weapons, directed by Zach Cregger, starring Julia Gardner, Josh Brolin, and Alden Ehrenreich. So, if you have seen Barbarian, you know what level Zach Cregger's on. Weapons is his second film, and already he's talented as fuck. Like you know what he can do. And this movie, just watching it, like leaving the theater, is how I imagine people who saw Pulp Fiction Magnolia felt. So I'm not gonna talk too much into spoiler because I want people to see this for themselves. But I'm just gonna say Amy Madigan in this movie. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. I I saw the second I saw her, I had no clue like that she was gonna be in this, but I knew her from Uncle Buck, which really fucked with my head because her in this movie, she is a powerhouse. She is scary. They make her look like a clown, and she was perfect for this role. Like I can't imagine anyone else playing as that character because it just sinks into your brain. Like you can't get that imagery out. I'm saying this without trying to spoil shit. And the non-linear structure of this film is amazing. Fuck it. I'm gonna spoil this movie. That's just how it is. um, no, this film is it's on like another level of writing, which to me like this is a bit off topic with the movie, but horror movies nowadays have been what fucking superhero movies were at the start, or just like any genre. Like horror has been dominating these past 3 years, and we saw that with Substance last year at the Oscars. This film, Weapons, could be this year's Substance. I feel like it's written well. It discusses a topic that even if you don't have kids, you could understand, and it deals with grief in a way that people can understand too. But it isn't a structure that no one has seen, and if you have seen it like that, you gotta compare it to shit like Magnolia and Pulp Fiction. It's just on I'm just like so amazed by it that it's so hard to describe the film. And cuz I had no clue. I saw the trailer, which it didn't give me much, but I was like I'm going to fucking see this. And the second like the movie starts and shows, I forget what the teacher's name is, but it's just so and so. And then it starts, I was like really amazed with it, and it's fucking scary. And I knew I loved this movie when it showed that dream sequence with Josh Brolin. You see like the AK flying in the sky and it says 217. I knew I would love this because it's not the scene that shows horror. It doesn't really like. It's not that it's scary. It's more you feel uneasy watching the whole film because you know any second they could just hit you with some shit. And with Benedict Wong, that scene when you first see Gretchen, I think the aunt's name was, when you first see her in her fucking clown looking outfit and her ginger hair, and she like is at Benedict Wong's door, and there's him with his husband. I was so uneasy and tense during that whole scene because I was just waiting for shit to go wrong, and then eventually it did. But this was one of those films where I I just can't stop thinking about it, but yet I can't describe it. It's fucking weird. I haven't seen shit like this in a long time, and it's movies like these, like this film directed by Zach Cregger, Sinners by Ryan Coogler, Bring Her Back by the Philippo brothers. These are all horror movies that are all dominating Hollywood and showing different, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's original writing that you wouldn't see in anything else nowadays. And it's crazy that back in the days, if you directed a horror movie, that was considered a career killer. Like Kubrick with The Shining, and Jack Nicholson too. People didn't know if their careers would be good after doing The Shining. A lot of people had shit to say about it, and now that's considered one of the best movies. So I just think we're in a place now that you can only find this kind of original substance in shit like The Substance. See what I did there? It's That was stupid of me, but fuck it. Um, you can only find stuff like this in horror nowadays. And it's so crazy that a film as cinematic as Weapons is horror when you think like this is the same genre that fucking Purge is in. Like it doesn't make sense to me. But it's just I'm just so impressed with this film. And the cast, like they're all actors I never thought would do horror. They're like besides you could argue with Josh Brolin, but they're all considerably like B-list actors in my opinion. You could argue, I don't give a fuck. And they just gave it their all. And I'm saying this now. I think this film's going to be nominated for Best Original Screenplay. I'm hoping it gets nominated with Best Picture and all that shit. But considering how early in the year it sort of is, it's not. But like in Oscar standards, it is. I think this could get nominated for Best Original Screenplay. It's just on such a different level. I don't know how many times I have to say that. Yeah, I don't want to spoil any more. I want people to go see this and be surprised. I know I already said a bunch of shit, but I don't think that's giving away too much. I'm gonna give this a crazy number. I'm gonna give this film 8-9. I feel positive about that. I've never loved a film this much in such a long time. I saw this yesterday. I'm still thinking about it. I thought in the middle of the night I saw kids walking. That's what this film did to me. Which why would there be kids like Naruto running on the street? I don't know, but that's what I thought because this movie's awesome and it's scary and it's well written. And yeah, and I also want to talk about Josh Brolin too with this because he really and I'll talk about the whole cast. Screw it. But Josh Brolin really impressed me because I knew, like, if you see No Country, you know the levels Josh Brolin could go. But I don't know, something about his character and his scenes, like, really drew me in. Like when they showed his side of the story, that's when I knew I loved the movie. And Josh Brolin doesn't do horror, like, I don't think, unless you include Jonah Hex, but that movie sucked. I mean that in like the worst way that it's a horror movie. I hate that film, but Josh Brolin wasn't bad in it. But no, Josh Brolin brought something to this movie that I don't know. I just was not expecting, and I want to see more of this with Josh Brolin. He's talked about that in his career. He's gonna take risks and do a bunch of shit. He's doing like 5 movies this year. So yeah, I'm really impressed with Josh Brolin. Julia Gardner, her career, I felt after Ozark was on such like a pause. Like she tried doing leading roles, it wasn't working out. Fantastic Four, she's in that, but like she's like a shiny lady. Like it's you're a Silver Surfer. You can't really make a name for yourself when you're just on a surfboard the whole movie in CGI. But this film shows that she has the acting chops, and I want her to do more where she plays as such a vulnerable character that's trying their best but doesn't know how to do their best, if that makes sense. And I forgot the name of this actor, but the one who plays James, the heroin addict, that scene felt like such like a nice like happy fun break, like you're laughing. I thought it was hysterical, him with the fucking car doors trying to pull every door open. That like felt like a nice break because I think it was right after you see Benedict Wong try to attack Julia Gardner, so that was like refreshing. And then the film brought you right back and made you remember, oh yeah, this is a horror movie. And it scared the living shit out of me when Alden Ehrenreich, I'm gonna mess up his name so many times, when he pulled him out of the door and he was like, someone help me. That made me feel so tense, and then it made me realize this is great fucking writing. Another scene that has become my new nightmare is when Julia Gardner is stalking, I think, that kid Alex's house because she notices shit's up when she's talking and she falls asleep in her car, and you see that creepy little walk, the wobble with the fucking clippers. That scared the shit out of me. And then when she passed by, I was like, okay, so she's just gonna go by. Julia Gardner's gonna sleep. No, she opened the fucking door. that scared me because I know that's gonna happen to me someday. For whatever reason, I don't know if it means I'm gonna stalk a person or if I'm just gonna be lazy as fuck and sleep in my car. But that genuinely scares me that someone's gonna open my car door and just boop. That scared me. And then what also made this like a fun film to watch is I watched it with my mom. She hates horror movies, like not because she thinks it's bad writing. She's just very badly scared of this. So watching this with her, I had such a laugh because she was next to me, like fucking death gripping me, and then they would pop up like the clown in the background. It was torture for her, but like even when it ended, she could agree that she liked it. I just love this film on so much levels. I forgot what I rated this. I think I gave it 8-9. I feel strong about that. And I know I said I was gonna spoil it, but I ended up spoiling the whole fucking thing. So womp womp. I don't care. Um, but no, I feel like with directors like Zach Cregger, the Philippou brothers, and Ryan Coogler, they're gonna change Hollywood with horror and make people realize that Hollywood and a bunch of genres need to be more original and creative and start going back to the way it used to be. And horror's changed Hollywood now. Like people have to address horror now. The Substance got an Oscar nomination. Before, if you made the best movie ever and was horror, you're not getting shit. With Jaws, that was like people were shocked that Jaws was nominated because it's horror. So yeah, I hope to see more of Zach Cregger's films. I know he's doing a Resident Evil movie. I think that's gonna be badass because Resident Evil is an awesome game, and this guy knows what he's doing. So yeah, hope for the best with Hollywood. Hope for the best with horror and Zach Cregger. And yeah, good shit, Zach Cregger. Good shit.